Hey everyone, Chris here. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the Streamlight TLR7A Flex from Streamlight. We're going to go over some of the specs, features, and do a little bit of an install, talking about the battery and how to mount it up to your weapons platform. With the um, different switches, I think that this is going to fit a lot of firearms and a lot of people. Some people have big hands, some people have small hands. This guy right here, for the price point, the MSRP is right around like 120 at the lowest point and 180 at the highest. Of course, I paid the highest. I think I paid, it was like 175 for this, which is awesome because it's a very durable light made from a great manufacturer with great customer service. Yes, there are plenty of other weapon light companies out there in the market. You got, Surefire, Enforce, and the list goes on. But Streamlight is perfect for everyday carry, duty use. They're tried and true. They've been proven. It is made in China, but assembled here in the U.S. Just letting you know right off the bat about that. And before we dive in any further, I just want to say thank you so very much for all the love and support that you guys just shown me and my channel the last 2 years of doing YouTube. From the likes, comments, shares, subscribes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are almost at 500 subs, and I can't thank you guys enough for all the love and support. Enough jibber jabber, let's go ahead and dive right in. So be very careful when opening this up. There are some parts in here that you may or may not need, but it's nice to have them just in case. You don't want something going out flinging. We'll go ahead and get this out of the way. And we'll talk about the light and the battery and the other switch here in a sec. We'll dive into what's behind it. You will get your owner's manual. Some people use the owner's manual, some people just go right to the website, but it's nice knowing that the fact that you have this information at your disposal whenever that you need it. And you get this pamphlet from Streamlight, and it lists all the information and who to contact, where you need to go if you need to contact them for warranty. It is a limited lifetime warranty, so kind of keep that in mind. Customer service is great, and you also get a sticker. We all love stickers inside of that as well. Go ahead and get that out of the way. And all of your plates, I'm going to call these plates for the sake of the video, will be on this little plastic tree, and these are plastic as well, so keep that in mind when taking these off the tree. All you have to do is just bend it a little bit and it comes right off. Don't torque it down. You might bend something, crack something, and that could be the piece that you need, and now you're SOL. So keep that in mind. Like I said, I mean, they're very sturdy, but be careful when taking them off. And they come with a variety of different styles. You got your 1913-4, you got your Universal 1, Universal 2. So you definitely have some options with this. We'll go ahead and get those out of the way. You get your hex wrench for your screws, and I'll show you where that will come in handy here in a sec. The light itself is an aluminum body, and back here at the switches, it's kind of like this hard plastic. Even the switches kind of have that hard plastic. Very audible clicks. To insert the battery, you'll take off the bevel. This is a 500 lumen, and it is waterproof to 3 meters, I do believe it is. And your battery will go with the plus side facing the switches. There is a safety mode as well on the light, so if you're going to the range or you're traveling, whatever the case may be, and you don't want to accidentally have that light on, you'll just turn it over until you hear this little click, and now the light won't accidentally come on and waste out that battery. The battery life is about an hour and a half. I've seen them go a little bit longer and a little bit shorter than that hour and a half mark. Of course, if you get the good batteries, good to go. If you get those cheapo ones, like your time may vary on that. So keep that in mind. And to turn on the light, you just turn the bevel all the way. And now we check for function. The light comes on. This is actually a brighter white light than the original TLR7. And the original TLR7 had these, switches that were kind of up here a little bit, and they were not really ergonomical for me. That's why I never got the original. But when they came out with the Flex, I was like, oh my God, I got to get my hands on one of these. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera. But I had to get my hands on one of these just because the customization from platform to platform, and plus it, it had these awesome switches that, you know, that were more comfortable, and I was able to get a better purchase to activate them if I needed to. If you wanted to activate the strobe mode, you would just 10 tap the switch and you'll get that strobe mode. Some people like it, some people don't, all personal preference. I personally don't. And you get your second switch if you need it at all. Depending on your hand size, your firearm, maybe the lows are better for you, maybe the highs are better for you. And if you wish to switch out your plate, you will go ahead and undo the retention screw. You'll take this all the way out. Your side piece right here will come off. They have like these little nubs that go inside these little holes. So if you're putting everything back together, just make sure that those line up with the holes. And now we are able to take off that plate and put on whatever plate that we would need that fits our rail system. Go ahead and put this one back on there. And then you put your retention screw back on. Put your side piece on. Like I said, make sure it lines up with the holes. There we go. Screw it in just a little bit so that way when you do push in your screw, you have enough space to put it onto your rail. We'll go ahead and back it out just a little bit. And to show you what it looks like, the H&K VP9 2020 model, it is safety checked, nothing in the chamber, nothing in the mag well. We are clear. Now if you want to put it onto your rail, all you have to do is just push in on the retention screw, find where it clicks, and tighten it nice and snug, but not over torquing it, because you are putting a lot of pressure on your frame and you don't want that to crack. If this is going to be like the permanent home for this particular light, you could use Loctite so that way it doesn't walk loose on you, and just tighten it down. But if you're going to be going from platform to platform, just make sure that you check to make sure everything's nice and tight. Tighten it down if you need to, but don't over tighten it. Just kind of keep that in mind. Notice on how flush it is with our barrel, nice and flush with the frame. Nice, sleek looking. Look how sexy that looks. That's an awesome EDC setup right there. I got the Holosun 507 on there in the green. This is the green. Man, that's awesome. That is sexy. And to take it off, you just go ahead and undo this. If you wish to tighten it more, you can get a spent casing or a screwdriver. Tighten that down if you need to. And go ahead and take this out. If you wish to switch out your paddles, I forgot about this earlier in the video, but if you wanted to, let's just say that these are not comfortable or they don't fit the way that you want them to fit when you go to make that purchase onto the firearm, you have the option for the lows, and all you have to do is just take your little Allen key right here, undo these two screws, that comes off, and you're able to put on your other switches if need be. Like I said, these ones are perfect the way that they are. I don't have to go any higher. Lower. It's nice right where my thumb needs to be. I'm not like the old ones where you had to push in. I'm not making that extra movement to actuate my light. All in all, I think this is a solid light, especially for the money. The customization from platform to platform and to be able to have different switches within this price point, that is awesome. Me personally, I kind of do wish they did have the quick release mount, kind of like the pole lights do, but that's just me personally. You know, all personal preference on at the end of the day. If you want to run a weapons light, no weapons light, the way that the paddles are set up, you know, you may be an enforce kind of person and you like those controls better. You know, that's all personal preference at the end of the day. I went with the Streamlight because now that they actually have the awesome paddles instead of the ones that are kind of built into the frame a little bit where you had to actuate it up. Me personally, this is a win. Great product from a great company, solid price point. What could I ask for? And if you wanted, you know, momentary on, you can just hold it. If you want the constant on, you just click it in once on either side. It is ambidextrous. Of course, you guys can tell. So if I just want a momentary, I just simply hold it down. All in all, I give it a 10 out of 10. A solid weapons light for the money. Can't go wrong. And I just want to say thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for all the love and support you guys have shown me. And as always, we'll catch you guys in the next one.